Hey guys, it's Trail Killer here. We're going to be talking about headlamps. Headlamps are probably the most versatile lighting equipment that you can have when you're on your hiking trips or camping or around the house or wherever you decide to use them, because let's face it, dark stinks. I mean, it gets dark early sometimes. You'll be hiking, you need a light. You're in your tent, you need a light. You're cooking at the campsite at night, you need a light. You're in the attic at home, you need a light. The best thing about them is they're hands-free, where a flashlight doesn't give you hands-free. They also sell lanterns and things that you can hang around your campsite or in your tent, but again, that's stationary. This is the lighting that I use the most, is the headlamp. I actually don't even really bring a lantern or anything anymore with my hiking stuff because I don't feel like carrying the extra weight, and it's a little bit, but it is something. And that's because I use this for almost everything. It's on my head, it's around my neck when I don't want it on my head, it's in the tent, hanging up if I'm in the tent, and it works really, really well. So we're going to be talking about a lot of different headlamps. A lot for me. I mean, I have like 5 I think I'm going to go over. There's tons of different ones out there, but I'm going to give you a basic idea of price range anywhere from $15 to $35, and I don't think you need to get any crazier than that, but we'll check it out. The first one we're going to talk about is the Energizer. This is the Energizer Pro 6 or 7, I can't really remember, but it's about $20 at Home Depot. It has a red light feature. It also has the regular light feature. It is said to have 58 lumens and be weather resistant or weatherproof. It does have the tilt, so you can adjust it while it's on your head to point where you want it to, just like most of the other ones. The thing about this one that I didn't like is that it just has a widespread light, which you'll see. Now the second one we're going to talk about is a Petzl, P-E-T-Z-L-E. It's a Tekka 2. Now this one has the tilt also, and has a high beam, low beam, and a strobe. Now for $20 or $22, it's about the same amount as the one from Home Depot. However, this one is so much brighter and so much better quality than the Energizer one. So most people go to Home Depot, they want a headlight, they're like, oh, we can use it for camping, and they don't even realize actual real camping headlights exist. And people even that are working in a work environment, in an attic or somewhere dark, they should have a camping headlight also, because these things are pieces of crap. Well, that's just my opinion, but I'm hard on things. This third one we're going to talk about is a P-Tech, or it's actually called Princeton Tech Bite headlamp, PTEC. This is 50 lumens as opposed to this one that was 40 lumens. And I actually didn't tell you that this was 40 lumens, but this is 40 lumens and this is 50 lumens. Now this is $20, so it's maybe $2 cheaper than this one. And this one has a red beam, a high beam, and a low beam and a high beam. So it has 3 things also. And this one actually has more of a spotlight, where this one has a more broad, widespread a light. So if you want a farther beam that shoots into the woods and gives you more of a farther look out into the trail, the spot is probably the way you're going to want to go, that kind of spotlight, rather than something that's widespread. And this one just diffuses all over the place, and it doesn't work very well at all. The fourth one we're going to talk about, that one is also the same brand as this one, but it's called the Bot, and it doesn't have a red light feature. And it actually has just a high, a low, and a blink. That one is actually pretty good. For being only 15 lumens, it lights up better than this one. All of them light up better than the Energizer one you can find at Home Depot. Let's get real. But this is for the 15 bucks, it's not bad. But for $5 more, I think this is a way better feature. You have a red light, you have a light that shines farther in the distance. So this is for $5 is worth it. But if you're on a budget, the bot is fine. This is mine that I use all the time. This is a Black Diamond Spot headlamp. It's about $35. It's 90 lumens. This thing, on its highest feature, it has a high-low, it has a red, and it has a strobe. But on the highest one, that thing will project pretty darn far. The low feature works well. It's kind of more dispersed for camping when you're like, you know, at the campsite and you're doing things. You don't want a super bright light. And then the red feature, you just hold it down and it'll come on also. And then it's got your strobe also. So this is a pretty awesome one. That's why I use it. But it's $35. So if money's not an issue, I mean, you can get into some serious ones that people go cave diving with that are up to like 900 lumens and crazy extra battery packs that kind of sit behind you or wherever you want to adhere those to your waist or whatnot. But all in all, I mean, this is fine for camping and hiking. It's worked for me for many years, and I really stand by it. This is what my wife uses. This is what the kids use. This is what I bought when I first needed a headlight, and I wish I would have never done it. But I didn't know any better. I thought it was awesome at the time, and then I started hiking and got into stuff, and then realized there is such a different world of headlights out there, and everyone should understand that. Do not spend the $20 on a light that you buy at Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever hardware store you are. Go to a camping store or online and order a real headlight, and you can use it the same way you would for one of these and be so much happier because it'd be way more versatile. They all take AAA batteries. This one takes 3. This one takes 3. These take 2. And they all have different run times, but all of them have enough run time to get you through a couple different days, because remember, you're not, even if it's only 15 hours or 10 hours, you're not running it that long at nighttime. It would last a whole week of you hiking. So battery life is not usually a problem unless you're cave diving and you need, you know, a lot of light the whole entire time. That's why the other ones have these extra battery packs and whatnot. And that's a whole another segment. All right, time to recap. A couple things to remember. Spotlight and diffuse lighting. Some have diffuse lighting, which go from side to side real wide and up and down and kind of gives you a bigger area, but it's not as bright as a spot. And then you have the spot which goes really far and is really bright, which I like to use because I like to see what's coming up or what's really far, and I can always turn my head side to side. Some have both, the one I use, so I switch back and forth when I want to. $15 can get you a pretty good headlight, is what we saw. Don't buy $20 one from the hardware store. Energizer, sorry, but you make good batteries, but stay away from the lights. Let the camping people do that, right? And that's it. Thanks for watching Trail Killer. Please leave comments. I like to interact with you guys, and there'll be lots more videos coming, so please subscribe if you haven't. And again, thanks everybody for your support, and keep on hiking. Peace.